Pleasure and honor to be here tonight. Maybe even more as a mother of two grown-up sons than ambassador, because I have also two sons, and the elder one will soon get 28 years old, and he is also like a poet in his soul. And this is why I really accepted this invitation almost immediately, and I went through the book also almost immediately. Thank you, Puranjay, for sending me the copy. And what I found out that the questions you are asking are very universal. Any young soul in whatever country, wherever at the end of the world, here and there, could ask the same questions. Where I am, where do I come from? What is life? What gives the meaning to the life? What do I do with my life? And how shall I know, or do I know that I exist? And can I change the world? And if yes, how? These questions everyone is asking at a certain point of life, but putting the soul and your thoughts, the most intimate one, on the paper as a poet, it also requires lots of courage and resilience. And normally the resilience happens and comes when you have had some difficult moments and setbacks in your life, because only then these hard days create like kind of Teflon shield to protect yourself, your true self. I'm happy you are publishing this poetry under your own true name, Puranjay Khanna. You haven't created a pseudonym, or you haven't created also an avatar for yourself to be another kind of character. You don't need it. You don't need to lie to yourself, and lying to yourself to please others. This is the most stupid thing one can do in life. I'm happy that you went through this kind of journey which has enabled you to become strong. And just quoting yourself, the battle is forever, and tomorrow is another day, and today is another war. And then we all continue to fight for what we believe is right. Don't wake up when dreams begin. Continue dreaming and writing, no matter what society says on one day or any day. You should always follow your heart and find the way, your way. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What an honor it is to be here. I shall begin with a few words by, I think it was Edgar Allan Poe, as a sort of an invocation to the poetry gods. He says, and I quote, "Shadows of shadows passing. It is now 18:30 hours, and as always I am absorbed with a delicate thought, to which end music is an essential. It is how poetry has indefinite sensations. Since the comprehension of sweet sound is our most indefinite conception, music, when combined with a pleasurable idea, is poetry. Music without the idea is simply music. Without music or a pleasurable idea, color becomes pallor, man becomes carcass, home becomes catacomb, and the dead are but for a moment motionless.
And the spirits are rejoicing, because this is a blessed night. It is a night when a young man just entering into his manhood has given the world, given us, a wonderful gift, the gift of poetry. And because of this gift, there will be greater sympathy in the world, greater empathy in the world, greater understanding in the world, and the world will become a better and more peaceful place. I'm not exaggerating, because this is the power of poetry. Poetry can enter a person's soul like no other form of art can. And it enters you, and it plays with your emotions, and it stretches your emotions to breaking point, and makes you discover feelings and emotions that you never thought actually existed within you. That is the power of poetry. It will make you weep, the poetry will make you mourn, it will make you cry, it will make you tremble, it will make you feel like you belong to another world, like Neverland, as is mentioned in the second star. And the poetry also integrates us and reconnects us with the great beating heart of the universe. Because you have to remember, we are all children of the stars. We are literally children of the stars. Because when a star explodes in a supernova, it spews across the universe all the star stuff which we are made of. Helium, silicon, nitrogen, hydrogen, all your minerals. So we are literally children of the stars. The stars are our ultimate parents. And the stars, they talk to us. Right now we can't see any stars. The first star is not out, but the second star is out. And there, after the second star, the third, the fourth, and the millionth, and the billionth. In our galaxy alone, there are about 400 billion stars. The universe is all about billions and trillions and quadrillions and pentillions and septillions. It's infinity. You have to grasp what infinity is. You have to wrap your mind around infinity. And the universe talks to us. It talks to us in metaphors. It talks to us in similes. It talks to us in imagery. It talks to us in stanzas. It talks to us in sonnets. It talks to us in couplets. In short, it talks to us in rhythm and rhyme and verse. The universe is not prosaic. That is why it's called universe. It is not unique rose, it is a universe. The universe was born through a poem, and now it exists within the poem. And the poems which have now come before you in the form of this book. It was truly amazing. So we have to congratulate Puranjay, but I do not know how much we should congratulate him, because it is an old mystery who actually has written these poems. Is Puranjay just an instrument of the stars that I mentioned before, of the spirits which I mentioned before, of the universe which I mentioned before, or of the muses, the 9 muses which I have not mentioned?
Peter Pan pointed to the North Star and said, "You see that star to the left, the second star to the right? Yeah, second star to the right and straight on till morning." To me, literature is wonder. It takes you to a place where you cannot describe. It's a haze. You don't understand it. You will not be able to until you're done reading and you come back to earth. To me, the stars hold all forms of wonder, and tonight has been absolutely wonderful. Beyond anything I could have ever imagined. There's a great amount of gratefulness that I have for this day. Thank you, God. Excellency, ma'am, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule and without hesitation coming all the way from Delhi to support me, to not even hesitate in terms of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excellency Shumit uncle, as well as Tanuja auntie, you have been a guiding force for me. It has pushed me forward to have the courage to even stand up here today. If it wasn't for you, I don't think tonight would have been quite as much as it has. Thank you to Denzel sir. as well as Captain Alvin. What you did was enchanting and entrancing. I was lost for words. It felt like something out of time. Thank you for that. Thank you to my parents, although thank you is not something that I would normally say, because what we have here is total unconditional love. Gratefulness is not needed here, it's just pure love. And Shreya, there's a first time for everything. Well done. Well done. Thank you to the entire audience for being here, for taking the time out and spending this Sunday with us here. Thank you to everyone at home for watching, for taking the time out and of your quite frankly chilling out Sunday to watch people perform some poetry. I've been waiting for a long time for this moment, and I've been really looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great evening, a kind of example how one can make the world better by opening yourself, himself to the world. And I would like to commend this young soul by being so brave and courageous, not being afraid of eventual critics or what kind of different opinions. Just you have found your way, and like you wrote in your own book, you were afraid of dreaming. You were waking up each time you started dreaming. But I think tonight you have got the stage where you could keep dreaming and keep writing. Please, this is for the benefit of all of us, for your family, for your close ones, also for all of them who don't maybe know you but open the book. Congratulations and happy birthday also, dear Puranjay.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Thank you. Thank you.
अगर ये बुक लिखी होगी तो इस बुक को लिखने का कॉन्सेप्ट कैसे आया?
मैं बचपन से लिख रहा हूँ, लेकिन क्या चीज़ था, अभी लॉकडाउन के वक्त पे मैं अपना टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहता. My mind was not in the right place for a lot of reasons. I was in a bad mental position. हम सब इंसान हैं, हम सब एक दूसरे के साथ मिलजुल के जीना चाहते हैं, लेकिन वो कर नहीं पाए ड्यूरिंग लॉकडाउन. तो मैं सिर्फ लिखना चालू कर दिया, कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म था. और ये मेरी ज़िंदगी की पार्शियली कहानी है. और दूसरी बात ये कि मैं थोड़ा होप इंस्पायर करना चाहता था कि सबसे गंदे वक्त पे भी होप को लूज़ नहीं करना चाहिए.
What do you want to say about this book you have written? This is your debut book.
Yes.
And the response is mind-blowing. Everybody loved the recitation and all the concept you are talking about the book and all. What do you like to say?
It's simple. Never ever stop questioning who you are as a person. You as a person have the power to achieve all of your dreams if you keep questioning yourself. You keep growing. You keep having the understanding that there will always be something better as long as I work towards it. That is what I want to say, and that is all that's there in this book. It is me taking all of my mind and just writing. And writing and writing until I could not write anymore.
In your opinion, what is the meaning of second star?
The idea, the meaning of second star, well, that I would give up to everybody else to decide. It should. I'll leave that as a mystery. That's up to everybody to decide what they want about the book.
सुनील खन्ना जी, आपके बेटे की बुक आज रिलीज हुई है.
हाँ जी.
What do you like to say? And आज उनका बर्थडे भी है. How you will wish him all the best on his birthday?
It's such a proud moment for me that he has achieved such so many poems in such a short period, and what he has been writing from childhood, it was like, we were just assuming that he is what comes in his mind and he's writing, but in this COVID period, he has taken out all his emotions out in the poems, and I'm very proud of him. God bless him, and this is the biggest gift which he has given us as parents to us, God bless you.
Thank you, Dad.
Ma'am, you say as a mother, how you feel about it?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Mom.
Ma'am, what do you like to say about the book and your son, his birthday today?
So I'm so happy that I don't think I have adequate words. Having said that, I'm enjoying every moment of it. I just take the credit for teaching him how to rhyme.
Yeah.
After that, he has written, and that's where we are. Second star for everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
much.
This will be emotionally as well as spiritually also. Do you feel like
1 second.
with the,
My idea was to do emotion, spirituality, science concepts, the concept of God. You can name every concept that you can think of. I've tried to incorporate that in my book.
So why you put your name second star?
Again, I've already said that when I was on the stage. So the whole idea was this. I love the story of Peter Pan. And Peter Pan specifically stays in a place called Neverland, which is the second star to the right of the North Star. The idea was to invoke imagination. And that's why the name Second Star.
and we're the first star. And who's the first star?
Oh, the first star, that's up to the world to decide, not me. That's not for me to know.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
guys.
please. Thank you.
Everybody is in COVID, living in house, but you are writing book in COVID time.
Yes.
How is your feeling and experience?
My feeling was this much, that I did not want to just sit back and do nothing. I did not want to take precious time. During the time of COVID, I was around 29 turning 30. Based on the general understanding of the world, I'm still young. I did not want to waste my young years doing nothing. I wanted to create something of myself and make something of myself. That's why I wrote.
But today is your birthday.
Keep
and
writing
today-
now, like you will be having lots of other things also. Like
Hopefully, I'm already working on something, but until it's done, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.